control of Wolborg is intense. He's skimming over the ice and snow in an amazing show of skill. How can he do it?
Tyson! Fight back, Tyson!
This Beyblade that you see here that is just about to be hit out of the stadium is Dragoon V, and the Beyblade that is about to hit it out is Wolborg 2, and these two Beyblades are fighting on an ice stadium that I built. So how did things come this far? Well, this video is all about that. Let's get to it. So have you seen the season finale of the Beyblade's first season? It's a fight between Tara and Tyson, and they are fighting on an ice covered base stadium. So I can't totally make a nice stadium or snow stadium here in my location. So I'm going to make a simple stadium made of ice using some basic tools. So I'm just going to explain to you what I'm going to do now.
Looks like Tyler's using a similar bag of tricks.
So this is the photo of a normal Beyblade stadium, and we are going to make this using ice. So we can see that the Beyblade stadium is actually curved so that the Beyblades will come to the center, and then we have three walls which will protect the Beyblade from going outside. So my plan is that we'll have a flat base, and then we'll have a curved plate at the top, and we'll fill water inside this so that when the water rises it will get that curved shape at the top and it will be flat at the bottom, so it will look like a stadium. And then we can use some ice cubes or something else to make the walls. So let's see how this goes. So after troubling my mother in the kitchen for some time, I have actually stolen one of her plate, and this has a flat bottom and it's flat over here as well, and we can see that it is quite smooth and shiny. So I think if we make the stadium using this, it'll be the ice will come off this easily, so it won't be tough for me to pull it out. I think we can fix this as the flat base. I have one more plate over here which is actually curved, so if I flip it over here like this to the side, you can see that it is curved at the bottom. So this is exactly what we want. So we need the Beyblades to come to the center, so we will need it to be curved. This is not as smooth as the other one, so I'm a bit worried that if we make the stadium using this, it might stick to this one. So I'll show you what I mean. So we have the flat base over here, and I'm going to keep this at the top, so you can see that it fits, right? So I'm going to fill water between these two, and I'm going to keep it in my refrigerator, and I'm going to freeze it, so we'll get this shape. Then we'll pull out the plates and we'll have an ice stadium. So that is the simple plan. So it has been a day since I filled it with water, and now we can see that it has frozen. So I'm going to pull this plate out from bottom, and we can see that it came out pretty easily. So we have the base, so you can see that the base is completely frozen. So our plan is half success, but the problem is that this top part is not coming off. Like, I was worried about this, but it's like no matter how much force I give, it's not coming off. We have to wait for the ice to melt a bit, and then we can pull this plate right off. So I'll just try to warm it up over here by, I don't know, rubbing over here. I think we can try and rub something, and we can see if it warms it up and it detaches. But it's quite strong. If it breaks, right, it's like one day of effort completely gone. So I can't put too much force. So I'm just going to keep rubbing this place with my hand, and my hands are totally like freezing. So I'm just going to keep rubbing it over here, and I'm just going to hope that this will warm up the top, and the plate will come off. So let's keep rubbing it. After some rubbing, it has come off. So thankfully nothing is broken, so I can see that the ice is formed. We can see that the base is actually perfectly formed. So we need to build the walls. So for that, I'm going to keep some ice cubes over here. So when I'm going to keep the ice cubes, right, it's going to like freeze and it's going to stay over there. So it won't be a perfect wall, but it will come close. So I just need to keep it there for some time and it will automatically get attached to it, because it's like both are like nearly 0 degrees, right? So that it's like really cold. So I'm just going to build some walls using this ice cubes. So I'm just going to quickly place this because the ice is already starting to melt, and if it melts then the center, that curve, is going to be lost. So I'm just going to keep the ice cubes really fast and I'm just going to keep it back in the fridge so that it can freeze once more. Once that is done, I think our stadium is ready.
2,000 years later.
So now our ice stadium is ready. So you can see that we have some walls and we have the stadium completely made of ice. So it's completely frozen, and the center is a bit rough because it melted a bit. So I tried to rub it as hard as I could so to make it smooth, but this is the best I can do. So let's test it out. So I'm going to test this with our Wolborg 2. So I'm going to launch it, and you can see that it is getting stuck over there. So I need to do a bit more cleaning over there to make it smooth. Wow, our second attempt is totally a success because you can see that Wolborg is completely going wild in the stadium. Let's have a fight. So I'm going to launch Dragoon, and Dragoon is also hitting the ice stadium but not as good as Wolborg. Whoa, did you see that? Wolborg just went super fast after hitting the iceberg. Let me try and rewind this so that we can see. So Dragoon is spinning over there, and when Wolborg is coming in, it's hitting Dragoon, it's hitting the ice, and it goes super fast around the edge and it just nearly misses Dragoon. If Dragoon was there, right, it would have been a sure out. So let's try once more. So here comes Dragoon and here comes Wolborg 2. And any time now, where is the fight? Hitting, and whoa, Wolborg just broke the wall of the stadium, and even Dragoon, after hitting Wolborg out, it just threw itself out. So here comes round 3. Wolborg is first and followed by Dragoon, and whoa, Dragoon got itself out. So this ice stadium's walls are a bit strong, I think, because every time a Beyblade hits it, it just falls out. So I just noticed the stadium is melting, so I have to throw some water out from inside, but maybe at the end I'll do a time lapse of the ice melting. Okay, time for round 4. I'm going to launch Dragoon first. Here comes Wolborg 2, and whoa, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see how Wolborg just shot Dragoon out? Let me rewind. So here I am launching Wolborg 2 and it hits Dragoon. When Dragoon comes to hit it, it moves out of the way and it totally hits Dragoon out. Did you see that final hit? It just, Dragoon is at the edge and Wolborg 2 comes and just hits it out. Or we can say that it kicked Dragoon out, saying that this is my stadium, this is an ice stadium, you need to get out. So that is like totally great because wow, that is just amazing.
Wolborg, ultimate attack! Oh, Nelly! Tala has just lit up the stadium by calling out all his Bippies!
He's determined to make Tyson crash and burn! And with this kind of offense, I wouldn't bet against him!
Whoa, I'm toast!
So my hands are freezing and the Beyblade Stadium is melting, so let's do one final fight. So here comes Wolborg 2 and here comes Dragoon. So who's gonna win? I'm gonna say Wolborg 2. So they are fighting and let's see. Come on Wolborg, hit Dragoon out. Come on. And wow, Dragoon hits Wolborg out this time, and because of the wall, Dragoon is able to maintain his posture and win. So the final round goes to Dragoon. So I'll just show you how the stadium is now. So after all these fights, it's still staying in one piece, so it's actually good. Let me lift it up and right, so we have a hole in between, so we can see that the point where I think Wolborg was spinning, right, because of the heat, the stadium has completely melted over there. So if I just try to take a piece out, it's like coming right off. Yeah, see, it's really weak now, I think, because of the heat outside, right? Here in Kerala it's like really hot, so I'm just going to leave this out for it to melt. So I think our experiment was a success. We did create a very simple ice stadium and it was quite fun, and my hands are completely frozen. So what did you think about the ice stadium? Did you like it? So here, let me show you a time lapse of the stadium melting. So this video actually took me quite some time to finish editing because I got so busy, and on top of that I got attacked by a dog, so it really caused some problems. So now that I am able to finish it and upload it, I'm like totally happy, and as always thank you for watching. So I never owned a stadium in my life before, that's why I actually had to try and make an ice stadium. So I recently bought a stadium off Amazon. So I don't know if you have seen the stadium. It's like yeah, wait, I'm not going to spoil the surprise. So I'm going to do another video in which I'm just going to show you the stadium. So if you are interested to buy a stadium, I think this might be good, but let's see.